Hey guys, and welcome to a Peacekeeper task guide, Humanitarian Supplies. For this task, you're going to need to mark the 2 UN cargo trucks on Shoreline with an MS2000 markers. You're going to need to obtain 5 MRE ration packs, and you're going to need to eliminate 10 scavs on Shoreline whilst wearing a UN uniform, which is the UNTAR body armor and the UNTAR helmet. You're also going to need to survive and extract Shoreline. Don't forget to leave a like on this video if you find this guide useful. So for this task, you are going to need a few supplies. You do need to actually get yourself 2 markers, so just head over to Prepper, click the S icon on the right hand side, and this is where you can buy your 2 markers. You are also going to need to buy a full set of UNTAR armor. Now you can buy this at tier 2 from Peacekeeper. You can get the helmet right here for $203, as well as the armor itself for $379. On the flea market, sometimes you can get them cheaper. To be honest, it is only level 3 armor, so in the sense of durability, it didn't bother me. I just went and bought the one from him directly, unless it was cheaper, like this one, 23 out of 23. I would actually buy that myself. And then when it comes to the armor as well, this is actually not that great of armor, level 3, so almost anything can one-tap it. So this task can be a bit rage-inducing if you are thinking that this armor is actually going to defend you. Around about 30k for something like this. If you are to buy it and repair it, is aluminium, so it does actually repair kind of well. But these are the 2 things that you are going to need to kill these scavs on a Shoreline. So we're going to go into raid. I'm going to show you where to mark the 2 trucks first of all, and then I'm going to show you how to kill the scavs. So when it comes to getting the MREs inside of raid, now you can actually buy them directly from the flea market, which is actually what I would recommend you do personally, as they aren't an awful lot of cash, only 10k. There are a few barter trades going from between around about 10k to 12k. At the start of wipe, they are a bit expensive, but right here is not actually that bad. You can find these quite commonly in the food ration supply crates that are dotted around the maps. There are a few in customs, as well as in reserve. There are a load down in the reserve bunker, which is near the hermetic door. You can also find them in the caches dotted around the maps, as well as in dead scavs and in the sports bags, you know, the duffel bags that are dotted around. They do also spawn surprisingly commonly on scavs as well, so that is also a good way of getting them. But realistically, like I said earlier, you might as well just buy them from the flea market. So here on the map in front of you is showing you the Shoreline, where we're going to need to go for this task. So we are up here at the resort of the northern part of the map. Just to the left is the west wing, to the right is east wing, and what we're going to actually want to do is go around the back of admin. So we are just going to head basically through admin, just like so. I would actually recommend if you go around the back, not directly through like I am myself, and then you want to go to the left hand side, which is the west wing side. Right here you can see UN on the back of this Ural, and this is the one that you're going to need to mark. What I'd recommend you do is, if you mark it and basically head straight down here, turn to your left, and just sit in one of these rooms whilst the timer's on. If you're on the right hand side, you do have right peek in case someone is following you down here. And make sure you keep it in ear out as well if you are around this area, because Senator does like to loiter around in admin, as well as in the west wing, just on the ground floor there, as well as the east wing, and he can path around just like so. And he does have a really high-pitched voice, so just watch out for yourself when you are in this area, as he can do the good old quick 1 taps to your noggin. And now you can see we are down on the southern part of the map, right next to where we have the construction area. Right here is a giant crane. Over that way is, follow that road all the way around, it'll go up to the road to customs extract. And down here is the pier. What we're going to want to do is head into the construction zone, just like so. And then right here next to the giant crane is the UN truck you're going to need to mark. Just remember, like all the other markers in Tarkov, if you happen to die whilst the green text is on your screen, you do need to come back and place the marker again for this specific vehicle. So if the green text pops up and we suddenly die, then we need to come and mark this one, not the one up there that we have already marked. So now I'm going to walk you through where you're going to go to get all these scav spawns on Shoreline. So here on the map in front of you is showing you all of the spawns for Shoreline. As you can see, there are a lot more to the left hand side of the map than there is to the right hand side, but we are going to start over at the road to customs side. Whatever side you spawn on, 9 times out of 10 there won't actually be scavs close by, so you are going to have to make your way from one location to the other. Now there are a few different routes you can take, but I'm just going to mainly talk about the scav spawns and basically whereabouts they are. So the road to customs area, they mainly walk on the grassy wooden section on the right hand side of the road, the eastern part of the road, where you do have the water. They do walk from the top of the road to customs all the way down to the road at the rail bridge extract, the new extract that they added down by the tower. They can also go inside all of them. Now the very bottom of the map, the southeastern part of the map, where you do have the construction yard with the giant crane. Now this is actually a pretty decent amount of scav spawns. They do spawn in that area, as well as they do cross the road and follow the road all the way up and down the entire blue fence area. You can get around about 5 to 6 scavs here. Now over by the radar dome, which is the weather station, you can get around about 4 to 5 scavs. They do normally patrol inside the area. They don't really go around the outside, and if they do, it's mainly by the main road. Continuing that road, we're going to head over to the power plant. Now the power plant does have sniper scavs at the very top. There can be 2 of them that spawn, so that might be an easy kill for you, and you can get around about 3 to 4 scavs down below, and they do actually go over the bridge where you have the actual electric towers are. Continuing down south, we're going to head down to the gas station and the pier. Now this is a pretty juicy amount of scavs. If you do spawn at the road to customs area, I would actually recommend if you head down here first, then make your way up into the resort. But for down here, they do spawn by the gas station, as well as patrol the road down by the ocean, as well as all the way down to the pier, and senator can spawn at the pier, so make sure you carry yourself a good decent range. Continuing along the road, you do have the Scav Island. Now this one is actually really easy to snipe onto. It is around about 150 meters if you do want some zeroing, and they do mainly stand out in the open. There is a little hut that they can walk into, but normally get around about 4 to 5 scavs at this location. Now at the tunnel and the ruin road extra, this is a pretty decent spot. You can get around about 3 to 5 scavs here, and they do walk up onto the hill, and they can sometimes sit in the bushes, just like wonderful extract campers. Now heading up the road again into the town, there isn't actually, I haven't had much luck with scavs spawning here, but they do spawn here, and they can get around about 2 to 3 scavs. Now if you go to your east and head over to the cottage, this is somewhere where senator can spawn. You can get around about 3 to 4 scavs again that walk in between both of the cottages, but of course if senator's there, they can actually go out into the construction site opposite the cottage on the eastern part of the road. Now continuing up towards the resort, you do have a wonderful bus station, or a little like depot area where you got a few buses and some cars. You can get around about 3 to 4 scavs. Now when it comes to the main resort, you can get around about 5 to 6 scavs that do wander west wing from east wing, as well as the admin. They do walk along the corridors. It's quite rare that you see them on the second floor, but if you are by 301, they can actually path all the way up to 301. As well as at admin, they can walk out the back of admin by the tennis courts, as well as on the other side at the back of east wing, they can walk out by the children's play area. Continuing out the back of the resort, you do have the good old extract that's now disappeared, the rock extract, and you can get 2 sniper scavs that spawn on top of the sniper rock up there, as well as a few scavs dotted around near the bunker. Now for the final location, and these scavs are absolutely cracked, if you head west, you are going to reach this rock, which is just basically in between the bunker area and the swamp area. In fact, it's quite close to the swamp area. You can get around about 3 to 5 scavs, but do bear in mind that they can see through the grass where we can't. So good luck. I have been one tapped by a scav here that had M61, and I finished a giant loot run on resort, so you do just need to watch yourself. If you are struggling with this task or just in general wanting to find people to play with, head over to piranha.tv/discord. We do have a decently large looking for group community as well as a Sherpa system, so if you just need a bit more help than normal, then we are there to help you. Hopefully you guys found this guide useful. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, or possibly consider joining the channel membership where you can unlock early videos as well as a few custom rewards. Don't forget to check out Piranha.tv as well. That's a one-stop shop for all of your guides, tasks, keys, all those kind of things in one location. Hopefully you guys found this guide useful, and I'll see you in the next video. And a big thank you to all of my Patreons supporting me over on patreon.com/PiranhaTV. And a huge thank you to J Dam, Freddy and Beansy. Without this kind of support, I wouldn't be able to do what I do.